You can do whatever you feel like in India. If you have people to do those things for you, life becomes more easy. I was a student, I still had a maid, because if I'm in one place, I'll become old faster. Philippines taught me so many things. Malaysia taught me so many things. The whole Middle East taught me so many things.
Do you feel like there's a sense of more community?
These countries suffer because
Bollywood, chai, the Taj Mahal, and of course, needless to say, I didn't know about India. Enter our newest neighbor, Perat. Born and raised in Jaipur, Rajasthan, Perat has not only lived in a wide range of different countries from Japan to the UAE, but his 10 plus years of piloting experience has taken him to countless locations across the world, experiencing new ways of life while also gaining a wealth of knowledge from a surplus of individuals he's met in his travels. In today's episode, you'll learn about how India's culture and lifestyle has an advantage over other countries, the benefits to being in a community other than your own, the 3 life lessons you should know, cultivated from the minds of over 1 million people, the secret to staying young and keeping your youth, and just knowing a bit more about India, other than, I don't know, Gandhi and they invented curry. With that being said, welcome to A Neighbor's Tale, where we meet incredible people, hear their stories, and hope it helps you.
What are some of the big glaring things that have stood out to you personally comparing India to other countries that you've lived in?
it's a free country. You can do whatever you feel like in India. Because India is so big that India don't have the time to look at you individually. Even if I get a chance, I would, out of all the countries I live, I would still don't mind going back and living in India. Because India is comfortable. Because of so much humans in India, the work is divided.
Okay.
You're not doing everything by yourself. Like for example, in my house, I have 4 maids. One does the cooking, one does the cleaning, one does the gardening, one is a driver who drives my car.
Right.
But now when you come down to country like Japan,
Yes.
it's an individual thing. I mean, I don't feel, sometimes I don't feel very good about it. Like for example, my mother-in-law, right? Everything she does is by herself. There is no help because there's nobody to help.
Got you. Okay.
The pressure is high
Yeah.
because the population is less. Everybody is well off.
Got you.
Nobody's doing the dirty job. But in India, because we have people to do those things for you, life becomes more easy.
Got you.
I don't have to worry so much. I don't have to drive my car to my office. My driver will do that for me. I don't have to cook food in the evening. My cook will do it for me. I don't have to go clean my garden by myself. The gardener will do it for me.
Sure.
So my work is divided. So I'm more free individually, and I can focus on things that I want to do. But in Japan, in general, I'm talking
Sure.
about, yeah, all this work is given to an individual.
Got you.
So you got to work in the morning. You got to come back. You got to cook for yourself.
Yeah.
You're going to drive your way to the work. You're going to come back again. You're going to clean your garden.
Right.
You're going to do that again. You're going to clean your house.
Yeah.
So there's no help coming in. So somewhere I feel that because we have more people, our life becomes easy.
Got you.
But in countries like so far Japan, where the population is limited, yeah, there's a lot of work you got to do as an individual. The work-life balance is off.
Yes. 100% agree.
In India, you can maintain a work-life balance. You know, you can work for 6-8 hours, then you can come back home, spend time. You know, there's nothing much to worry. You've got people who are doing things for you. You just have to come home, relax, or maybe do the things you really want to do, like maybe learn guitar,
Right.
you know, or maybe go photography or do things
Right.
like that. But in Japan, doing these things are way more difficult because you see the work culture here is very scrutinizing. Once upon a time, at the time of World War II, they were conquering the world.
Yep.
Yeah, these guys were very good with their armed forces and blah 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 blah. Now suddenly one day the war ended, so all the military companies were asked to do domestic jobs. So, like for example, Mitsubishi used to make a fighter plane.
Yeah.
Now it's making a car, right? So now what happened is all these army personals were asked to do household work, and so these guys who were following a regime in army brought the same culture when it to the normal society. You see, now what happened is in India, it's divided.
Yeah.
The military stays in military area, we stay in our military civilians don't mingle up so much.
Right.
But if you put them together, like what happened in Japan, they bring their culture in the civil world.
Yes.
Now civil world is suffering because, and once they set the standards, even after the things are gone now, but they're still following that military culture.
Yeah.
Where they once go to office in the morning, they cannot come back till the boss don't leave.
Right. Right.
Boss is the boss.
Right. For sure. Yeah.
But when it comes to India, because this never happened, you finish your work, you just go home. Even if your boss is still there, he's there, but you're going home. Life is comparatively more easier when you segregate the work. But in Japan or in other countries that I've been, which has limited population, these countries suffer because, like I said, they have to do everything by themselves.
Right. When I hear driver and cook and a gardener, I think like you just have bread. You're just sitting there, you got money out the ass, and you're just able, is it like that circumstance, or is it or is it like you could be middle class and that would still be something that's very common because there's so many people that they just have that's just common. You're gonna have a cook, and it's just because there's so many people, you can divide those jobs up. Really? I have no idea.
And I'm not talking about the rich class.
Yeah, that's
I'm talking about general middle class families. Like I was a student.
Yeah.
I was a student, I still had a maid.
That's wild.
So she will come home, she'll clean my house.
Sure.
I'm a student.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm like in my college,
You're
I'm still my college guy. Yeah, but I can afford a maid.
Yeah.
So she can come home, she clean my house.
Wow.
And it's trustworthy. She's got the keys for my house. I don't have to worry. She even takes care of my cat. I got a cat in the house. She did that. So she'll do that. She will come to my place, she will clean my house, she'll cook food for me. And after 6 months of working, she knows exactly what you like and what you don't like. So she'll do according to your requirements.
Right.
And there's never a shortage. Like for example, if today she says, okay, I want to go back due to some issue. So she goes, either she recommend me another maid or I find another one. So it's not a very difficult job in India to get these maids or these cooks and these, because like I said, there's a lot of population.
Sure.
And I cannot be selfish by doing everything by myself. Because if I do everything by myself, what will he do?
Right.
Or what will she do? I need to give them some job. So if I earn, say for example, 5,000 yen, why will I keep the whole money to myself? I'd rather give 1,000 down the line so that even they can make some money and help me with my domestic work.
Wow.
I mean, think about it. It makes sense, because if I don't do that, then how are those people who are below me going to survive? Somebody has to take care, right?
Correct.
And obviously, I won't give them free money.
Right, no.
So they better do something and I'll pay them.
Right.
Obviously, when the more higher you go, then life becomes way more easier. Like for example, when I was in my college days, I didn't have a gardener. But when I started working and I had a bigger house, then I don't mind getting a gardener. You don't have to pay so much. Like you don't have to pay like in Japan. Everything is kind of expensive.
Sure.
You know, even if I'm paying to a person who is just doing my gardening, it's a contract based. Like the other day, a whole group of 6 people came down to my house just to clean the garden. Yeah, and they came with all the high-tech equipment.
Got you.
So then when they come down, you pay them a little extra money because now they're doing a high-tech job.
Correct.
But in India, a guy will only come with one thing, you know. Yeah, he'll say, hey, I'll cut your garden, man. You don't need high-tech items, you know. He'll just bring one, I don't know, whatever you call that thing. He'll just cut down. In 30 minutes, he's done. He's finished. I'm like, wow, bro, you can work, man. And then you don't pay him so much money. You just give him a little bit of money, maybe offer him a tea or a coffee, and then he's just off.
Wow.
So things become easier that way. So India's got those benefits. Plus, it's not a very expensive country. Things are cheaper because they have to maintain it that way. Because every class of people are living there.
Yeah.
Right. So they can't keep everything expensive.
Sure.
Because if everything is expensive, what will the lower guy do? How will he go? So for me, for example, if I make 100,000 in India, I'm a king.
Wow. Really?
Because I don't have to worry so much after that, is because the people who I'm employing underneath me, I'm not paying them so much. I'm still saving 60-70% of my salary even after I have all the facilities available to me.
Sure.
Because those people are living normal life. So when I go out to buy a potato or buy onions, I'm not buying very expensive onions.
Right.
Because I'm buying a 20 rupees onion, which a normal guy who's working in a small company is also buying. So if I make 100,000 and he make 20,000, I'm on a benefit side because for me onion is only 20. Whereas in Japan, it's standardized.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Everything, when you go to a supermarket, it's standardized. So you're poor, you're rich, you're multimillionaire, you got to buy that thing with the same price. But India offers me a better option. I can buy the same onion on a hawker who's just selling it on ground, or I can buy a 60 rupees onion, go to a supermarket, or maybe buy 100 rupees onion if I go to a mega mall.
Right.
But I can always buy 20 rupees because it's available.
That's right
So
there.
if I don't have any obligation,
Sure.
then I can just go buy 20 rupees, which will make my life more easier.
And the quality doesn't diminish, but
No, because general public is eating it. They all get it from the same place.
great point.
Yeah, because they have these big hubs where they sell. So everybody, even the mall guys in the morning will take their trucks down there.
Yeah.
Even this hawker will go there. They are getting 100 quintals. He's only getting 1 quintal and bringing it back home.
Do you feel like there's a sense of more like community in India that maybe you haven't seen here? And then also, was that sense of community something that you had to sort of adjust with in living in Japan and with your wife or anything like that?
Well, so far I didn't have that kind of an issue. Yeah, things were new to me. But as time passed by, you accommodate yourself with the situation you are in.
Got you.
Because there's nothing much you can do to change it. It's the
Right.
way it is. You have to just accept it. It's a good community to live in.
Yeah.
You get to learn so many things. I mean, the things you get to learn. In fact, every country will teach you something new. That's something I've realized. That's why a person should always travel. When you sit at home, it's like you read one page of a book. But when you're moving out of your comfort zone and traveling around, you're reading the whole book. So if you read only one page, you become judgmental. You know, you're like, maybe this is how it is. But when you start moving around and you start realizing, oh no, this is not how it is. This is not, okay, I thought it was like this, but it's not the way it is.
Right.
Philippines taught me so many things. Malaysia taught me so many things. The whole Middle East taught me so many things. So by the time I got here, I had a good experience. I had read 30% of the book already.
Yes.
And I'm still not done yet, because if I'm in one place, I'll become old faster.
Can you elaborate? Like, because you'll be stuck in your ways,
No.
or
Okay, so it's like this. When you travel, or when you move around, you try to keep yourself healthy,
yes,
because you don't want to get sick.
Right.
When you're in a new country.
fair.
Like, I don't want to get sick.
No.
Right? Because it's very expensive.
Yeah.
And blah, blah, blah. Okay. Like, this is just an example, yeah? So what you do is, now when you start taking extra care of you, because of just the reason that you don't want to visit the hospital in a new country, so what exactly are you doing is you're trying to keep yourself young. Because the more I take care of my body,
Yes.
the more younger I am.
Yes.
Or my body will feel,
Got
more
you.
healthy I will feel. So I believe, like for example, my father would like to retire
Sure.
and stay at home. I told him, don't do that. Because once you retire and start staying at home, you'll have a lot of health problems. You'll start aging faster. Even if you go to office and don't do anything and sit there for 6 hours, just
Right.
do it.
Right.
Because once you get out of the house, maybe you sit in the car, you go there, walk the stairs, take the lift, do something,
Right.
you are making your system keep working. It's in a working condition.
Yes.
If you are in a comfortable zone, you'll get fat.
Right.
You start eating more.
Very true.
You'll start watching a lot of Netflix, which you don't want to watch. Yeah.
What's a big life lesson, or what's something that you've kind of reflected back on and been like, because of all this travel, I've learned this?
With all the travel and meeting millions of people, I've come to this decision that just stay positive. It's the only mantra in life. Because, like I say, you know, we are the problems for ourselves. Second thing which I've realized is, don't compare yourself with anybody. You are the way you are.
Got you.
Your design is the way it is. So wherever you go, try to make friends.
Yes.
That's one easy way of living also, because if you cannot stay alone, alone gets very, like Japan, one of the countries where people generally get alone.
Yeah, it's easy to stay isolated.
Yeah, you're very easy to get isolated
Yeah.
because everybody is so busy. So even if that doesn't work, then you find friends, like how I found you. I just came to you and I started talking to you.
You did.
I knew you might not like me initially, but then I won't give you that option, you know.
What's he doing?
What's he doing, you know? Crazy guy, you know? Yeah, but then if I don't try, it won't happen. Because if you sit down thinking, no, things will happen, it will not happen. You see, like how they say, a cow gives milk. Yeah? Cow gives milk. Does the cow gives milk? No. You need to get the milk out. Cow won't give you milk unless you put your hands there
Right.
and bring it out.
Right.
So you got to milk the cow.
Yes.
Only then you will get the milk. Just by saying cow gives me milk, cow won't come to you and say, hey, have milk, bro. That won't happen, right? So,
Unfortunately not, no.
yeah. So you need to go and get the milk out of the cow, you know. When you feel that nothing is happening,
Yeah.
you try.
Yes,
Because unless and until you won't try, you won't know what the result might be.
of course.
Because
course.
sometimes people are too scared to try.
Yes.
They get this notion that it won't go right. But how do you know unless you don't try? So yeah, that way you need to step up, or else life will get very difficult. Life will bother you too much, and if you fall under that case, then you might get depressed. You might have, health issues. It's like a chain reaction. You know?
Yeah.
You click one, and the chain starts falling in, and then to come out from bottom to top again, it takes a lot of time. And unfortunately, human beings don't have so much time. So you make the best of it. That's the best you can do.
Whatever you want to say, anything, floor is yours.
Stay happy. You don't have so much time. You will eventually evaporate from the face of earth maximum 70 to 80 years. You've already wasted a lot of time in education and finding a job and working. Where is the time for yourself? Find time for yourself. Do something about your life that you won't regret at your deathbed. Yeah. So please be happy, be safe. Try to find these small chips on the ground, like I say. Don't look for bigger happiness. It won't happen immediately. So yeah, stay happy, stay cool, stay wild, stay free. Don't worry, life is good.
That has been A Neighbor's Tale with B.
Yeah,
I
that's
really
me.
appreciate it. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to be part of the neighborhood, hit that bell notification. As Diego Ramirez once said, don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Thank you so much, boss.
Thank
I
you
really
so
appreciate
much.
it.
Thank you so much.
You're a dad.
I am. Yeah.
A few months old.
Yeah, he's 4 months old, or almost 4 months.
How does it feel being a dad?
It's stressful.